Welcome back to the Great Adventure. When last we left off, we picked up with everyone kind of breaking, or no, you guys were encountering kobolds that had ambushed you in the middle of the night. Not really ambushed you, were actually just caught stealing around your camp some supplies, or attempting to. So most of them made their way, but you guys cornered one. Deluge, you had cornered it, and Rag had come up and used a bit of excessive force. I, as Deluge would have put it, on the kobold, and attempted to start ripping off the arm. What
Leg.
was it, Rag? Leg?
Yep.
The leg of the very small kobold to the big half giant.
Almost
Uh,
got it too.
Deluge punched Rag to let him, or to make him let go of the kobold. Deluge kind of had mercy apparently on the kobold and told him to kind of get lost, or else he wasn't going to be responsible for what Rag ended up doing. But then kind of scolded Rag and spent a lot of time thinking about just decisions, both on his part and the rest of the parties. We leading the way, I believe it was Croc Croc and Toby leading the way. Once you had told Varric, get out of here, basically, after you guys made it a few miles up the road. To his objection, he was told to leave, and he did end up leaving. Later on, Deluge was able to find a bird, or spot a bird flying pretty close to the group, and threw a rock at it, or a knife,
Blow dart.
a blow dart at it. Shot it with a blow dart, and seemingly shot Varric out of the sky from a very high distance, falling into a bunch of trees. The group, not stopping, proceeded to carry their way onto Sindred's Keep. After a long day of traveling, we approach the West Gate, and coming to the evening time, or approaching evening time, late afternoon. The group attempted to, seeing a bunch of carts and what seems to be people living outside of the city in poverty, trying to make their way also into the city. Toby had split off and thinking that he had seen somebody that he had recognized. The group, Ragnarok, Deluge, and Croculorus, made their way to the front gate and were kind of confronted by some guards. After kind of pushing their boundaries a little bit and maybe talking a little too aggressively to them, they started rubbing the guards the wrong way. Deluge and Croc were facing arrest at the time. You guys were able to talk your way out of it, sort of, kind of, but before that had happened, Croc had opened up his eye patch, discovering a new ability. He seemingly has control over one of these guards, and you guys have now brought him to a set of seemingly abandoned tents, or not occupied tents, and are now discussing sort of a plan with him. You guys had made him actually take all of his clothes off in the midst of you guys' first plan, and then made him put all of his clothes back on.
I do not remember the plan we came up with.
He's gonna sneak in and try to find us a way in.
I thought his plan, or the plan, was for him to quote unquote arrest us and sneak us and our magic weapons and stuff in.
Okay.
That's right.
That sounds about right.
Much more gooder, if you will.
How am I supposed to carry everything?
I mean, there's a rickshaw over here you could fill up, and you could use that.
do you have like a bag of holding or something? I mean, all three of you are going to have to go to jail, or at least fake arrest to
No.
get past security with your items.
That's not what we were doing. I was gonna make you two invisible, and he was gonna arrest me.
Ah,
That's what we were gonna do.
So
Can you make two people invisible?
That's why I asked the DM before we left if we hold hands.
because
it says by touch. If you guys are holding hands, technically both of you would be invisible. I don't know if that's the...
well, even if you can only
I'll
do
say-
one,
If you can only do one per spell, I'll say that.
If we can
damn,
only do
it's-
one, I'm gonna
it's-
pick Rag because he has the most armor and Dale kinda doesn't have much, and we could give...
I don't have anything.
You have the pole.
Yeah, I got like a handful of trash, but like
We could
realistically,
but-
you're invisible. You could probably hold that too, or Rag could hold it.
we can give it to Rag.
I could hold the weapons. Well, I go invisible. You two get arrested.
I'm down to try it.
If that's the plan, sir.
Alright, so I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna hand... Actually, I don't have anything. My sword is non-existent, so I'm basically gonna just tell Dell to hand over his stuff to Rag. Oh, I have my necklace. I'm gonna take my necklace off and give it to Rag.
Okay.
I hand everything to Rag except the pull of collapsing because they know I have that. So if I show up without it, they might think, "Well, that's weird. Where'd that go?" So at least he has something to be like, "Yeah, I confiscated this off of him."
Wait, how do they know you?
And
had
I
it?
was about to say,
Well,
as you're saying that, he kind of reaches his hand out, and if you're willing to give it to him, he'll take it and put it in a small, medium-sized rag bag.
And it's only magical items, right? Like, does
That's what
care
I
about-
think. It was just
Magical,
the magic.
yeah, magical like weapons and anything that can basically be seen as okay,
Enchanted items.
harmful
Oh, well, would they... Oh,
kind of a thing, and you need permits to have these things within the city.
So can I have my blowgun and my dagger because they're not magical, or is that like everything? Like this is some police state we're going into.
It's not necessarily a police state. It's very like it's the capital, so like lots of guards, right? Think like Cyrodiil in Oblivion, right, where there's a guard literally
I've never
like
played Oblivion, but yeah, I'll imagine.
Okay,
It's a
so
great game. You missed
in the
out.
big circle city, there's just a bunch of guards, but because the city, the way it's formed, it just makes it look like there's a ton of guards. So it looks like there's a ton of guards, but meh. But since you are arrested, he'll have to take the regular weapons too. Like basically anything that you're going to jail. So like he would confiscate like your weapons or anything like that, right?
Okay, I give him my blowgun, my daggers, and my whip, and the pull of collapsing. All my other crap I give to Rag. which would
Okay,
be
so he starts
the
putting
amazing
that
wand
into
of
a large-
secrets and the rain stick.
So that he starts putting it into a much larger bag now, and starts tying it off, and looks at you, Croc, and sir, would you like to go in the same bag or separate bag?
I don't... Oh, we have to put our weapons. Same bag's fine with me. So I'll hand over my blunderbuss and...
As he holds the bag open, you start putting the gear that you're not supposed to in there. I'll
Yeah, it's
I'll
just a
believe
blunderbuss.
you that all of the stuff that is not magical is in there. All right, and then he'll throw it over his shoulder. He'll set it down first, and then he's going to reach into a cargo pant bag and pull out 2 sets of handcuffs, cuffs with some chain links on them. He's going to go and cuff you first, Deleuze, so He's gonna come over and walk over and now cuff you, Croc. And then he's going to slip you a lockpick or the key, a very small key that looks like a very jagged lockpick underneath your hand. As he pulls his hand away, he starts making his way towards the gate. Sorry, I'm just trying to move my camera around. Boop.
Are you coming, Deluge?
Okay, so is Rag invisible?
Yeah, I made him invisible once I was putting the necklace on him. He's wearing my fireball necklace just in case he needed to use it.
See you later, Rag.
This is all I wanted.
I can still see you, sir. All right. So as you guys start making your way through, he's got the bag over his shoulder. He starts passing the first sets of guards. I need both you, Deluge, and Croc to make deception checks.
I rolled a 12.
Okay.
A total of 5.
Can you move my character with them? So I'm not hopping slowly behind.
Yeah. I got you. Hold on.
Well, you're supposed to walk ahead of us up to the gate, past the gate.
All right, perfect. That moves you.
I am? I thought you had to be touching me for me to be invisible.
No.
Now, Rag, I need you to make a. But as you guys start making your way through the first set of guards, Deluge, you notice one of them kind of looked suspiciously at you, and kind of tapped the other guy on the shoulder. And now there's two of them looking at you, but you keep carrying on, mainly because my guy rolled pretty high. But
I'm gonna look over at Dale and tell him you're gonna have to take care of this because I need to stay focused on Rag.
I will enjoy it.
okay, what did you roll on the what's it called? The stealth check.
I'm gonna try and get a hold of Rag and be like, let us know or let me know when you get past the gate into a safe spot so I can end the spell.
Should I just start moving now then?
You had to roll a stealth check.
Yeah, you have to roll a stealth.
Oh, that was for me? Oh, okay, I didn't roll one.
Yeah, because you're invisible, so.
I only got an 8.
Oof. Fuck.
Do you really?
As
I
I'm-
don't think
as-
you roll stealth checks when you're invisible.
Well, he is sneaking, right?
I think you have advantage on them.
I don't
Yeah.
think he's
Oh yeah, I guess.
sneaking,
Hold
no.
on.
How about
Let me see.
as I walk by, I crop dust them, and they start arguing with each other.
Yeah, it can be detected by any noise that it makes, or any tracks that it leaves.
Oh, this doesn't leave tracks.
Go ahead
So,
and roll with advantage.
you want me to do another roll?
Well, so the area, yeah, but the area that you guys are walking into is very much dirt. and,
Oh my
like,
god! I got an 8 again.
oh no.
All right, roll for initiative.
So we'll say as you're walking past the last sets of guards, you do try to let one out, but you let one out a little too loud, You guys also hear it as you start to approach the group, the group of guards that you guys are about to pass through. But now they're on high alert. They're like, "What the hell?" They're looking around. One of them, Rag, starts looking. Oh shit! At the ground and the footprints, and seeing that they you left half of a footprint on the crate. I need you to go ahead and make another stealth check.
So you see higher than an 8 this time. Oh my god. I got a 4. This is not going well for me.
I roll bad on this perception check, but he is disadvantaged 'cause he got a big ass helmet on his head. You got a what?
A 4.
Oh, shit. I got a 3. I rolled a 10, then a 3. So he kind of turns back around. As you guys approach, you hear them kind of, what was it? Nothing. I don't know. What's your business, mate? We've investigated further on these guys and realized that they were trying to smuggle contraband into the city.
Are we close to the one that was giving me trash last week?
Jimmy's one of those.
Did Toasty stroke out?
Yeah, I was like, crap, did I interrupt him? And he, like, I just can't hear him, so nobody can hear him?
Nah, I think his internet might have. We'll notice if Telspire kicks us. Oh, there he goes in Discord.
You guys hear me now?
Yeah.
See,
Oh my god. I forgot what I was saying. Anyways. And then my fucking mic bugged out. Anyways, I forgot what I was saying, but I'll start over. Where did you guys last hear off? You'll have to edit that out of the video, but
no, the big guy was like, what's your business here, mate? And the other one was like, oh, we caught these guys trying to smuggle things in, and that's where it stopped. I'm like, okay, maybe he's just taking a long time to think about what it was.
We investigated further, and we found that they were trying to smuggle other things into the city, other than just weapons, other enchantments. Then they evaded arrest, and now I'm taking them into the jail. Now I have to roll to see if I persuaded myself.
Yeah, but why wouldn't they believe
Wow.
him? He's a fellow guard. Unless his character.
I rolled 2 11s, so it doesn't really matter. He just kind of nods his head forward.
Is the big guard that's talking to him the one that was talking crap to me last week?
Remind me what was said, and I'll.
I don't know. He called me slime, and he was just, I don't know, being a real butt munch.
Might have been.
He made fun of his manhood.
We can
Things
say
like
it
that.
was. We can say it was if it was
All right,
one
cool.
of the bigger
Well,
guys.
if I don't feel like the guy next to me is very convincing, I'm gonna spit on that guard,
Oh, fuck, here
the
we go.
one who was just giving me trash,
And he
just to
Sure,
kind of get his
slowly.
idea off of the like maybe this guard's lying to me, and more so in the idea of I hope this guy rots in prison because he just spat on me.
Okay, so he very slowly starts to wipe the spit off of his faceplate, and he begins to look over at the other big guard, and they kind of look at each other, and then he looks back and
I say, now you're halfway to a shower.
and as you're saying that, he's gonna approach, and he is going to lift his mace up. Hold on. He's gonna lift his mace up, and hit and swing it down for shit. A 14. I
That
believe
is
that misses.
Be a miss.
no, that's a miss.
Okay, so he's gonna.
Can I roll a
swing-
performance check and act like he hit me real hard?
Sure. Roll at a disadvantage because I think he would know if he hit you or not.
Well, the idea of an attack isn't that everything's a miss. It's like you could hit, but it doesn't deal damage. You know what I mean? But anyway,
Okay.
it was,
Yeah,
at
go ahead.
disadvantage. Well, it wouldn't matter. The first roll I had anyway was 3 plus 4. I got 7.
Okay. I rolled a 4, so he believed it. He
wanna fight these guys so
he
bad.
swings down, and you're able to kind of put your arms up in time and kind of take the blunt of it. But where you hit, you kind of hit where the handle was. Didn't necessarily fling around and hurt, but you put on the performance. It was a very, very poor performance, and Croc saw right through it. But thankfully, the guard did not.
The guards are bros. They chest bumped each other afterwards. Like, got him.
Hell yeah, bro. You guys make your way into the city. Boop, 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 boop. As you pass over the crate, you look down and all you see is iron. You start to make your way through the iron and making your way onto cobblestone. I need everybody to switch to the dockward. The dockward map. That's what it's labeled.
Before we go any further, once we pass to the grids here, I'd like to try and look around and see if I can see like a lever or some kind of a mechanism that lowers and raises the metal gate.
There? No, you do not. You just see wall of stone. You see, as you look up, you see where it
How
like
convenient.
goes up, and you see the sharp ends on it that go down, and you pass over the holes that they seem to lock into. There's actually 2 sets of gates. One that you first pass over right when you first pass the guards, and then the second one that you pass over as soon as you enter towards the city. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me. You don't see anything, but we'll see what else.
4.
A 4? You kind of hear like a clicking noise, but you're not necessarily sure what any of that, like what it's for or where it's at. You can't see it either.
Okay, so then I'm gonna try and like, since I don't see anything, I'm gonna let Rag know through his nipple ring that at this current time I don't see a way to shut the city gates. So if he could keep his eyes open for anything that would shut the gates.
Okay.
Man, every time he talks to me through my nipple, it vibrates. I don't know how I feel about it.
And which map did we go?